At this stage in your life, is there anything you might wish you had done earlier on now you feel you can't do? Probably keep it PG.
Probably keep it PG, yeah. Yeah, the universe tried to get me to stand in another line. You know, like I consider myself an educated man. I mean, I have a master's degree. I loved going to school, college. I loved it, you know. But I probably would have stood in the line that, you know, I like to tell kind of a funny story about, you know, the Lord said, Aspera, stand in this line over here, you know, research and development, information technology, engineering, you know, computer sciences, come stand in this line. And the line I was standing said, no, Lord, I got this one. I got this one. It says right there in big neon sign, you know, 6-pack and a hard-on. This is the line, Lord, I got this one. I'll be all right. 6-pack and a hard-on, I'm good to go, brother. And the Lord said to me, you sure? You got this. I'm trying to show you that line over there is a little bit better in the long run. And oh, leave it to me, you know. Aspera, yeah. Well, that just shows you that God and the universe, they have a sense of humor too. They let me, okay, you know better, go ahead.
Johnny, you know, somehow I have a sneaky suspicion that even if you were to do it over, you wouldn't switch lines. I just have this
probably
sneaky suspicion.
I have a sneaky suspicion I probably would have, he would have had to twist my ear to get me into that other line. But eventually, and I've always said God's a woman, and eventually I did switch lines. Maybe a little too late, but who's to say, maybe we wouldn't be on this journey that we're on now.
I don't know how I'm going to follow up that 6-pack and hard-on statement, but do you see life differently now? And what is your one bit of advice you would give to those that have their health and well-being in good standings?
These are all good questions. Do I see my life differently now? No. I see it the same way I did. I still think I'm 18 years old. You know, I'm still a child in a man's body. I'm still foolish in a lot of my selections. I still see the fun and beauty of adventure. I still see the, you know, as corny as it may sound, when and if I'm ever to be able outside at night and look up at the stars and see the heavenly bodies, see the night sky is one of my favorite things. I love to watch the moon phases. Yeah. You know, I love the ocean. Absolutely. National Geographic is probably one of my favorite. Discovery is probably one of my favorite channels, you know. So am I different now? No, I'm not any different. I may be a little more a pain in the ass with impatience, if that's even possible, but I'm still the same person. That's awesome. That's what I think I pride myself most, is that ALS hasn't changed who I am, core, and you know, and core ethics, I guess you'd call it. So
no, I admire that so much about you. And if you could give a piece of advice to people who don't have a health challenge, who still have their health, is there anything you'd suggest for them or to do?
We've talked about that before, is don't waste time. Remember the analogy we talked about a few months ago, when you look at your watch or look at a clock, you see the second hand tick, 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 the minute hand tick. Those aren't ticks off a clock or a watch, those are ticks off your time on earth. So if you wake up tomorrow, if we do wake up tomorrow, smile, try to smile and try to have a good time as best you can. And I know that sounds corny, it does, but it's sitting where I'm sitting, I think I can speak from an authoritative position, is that life is precious. Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
That's awesome, Johnny.
Yeah.
Those are some, I think, amazing answers from the heart, as always.
Yeah.
Quite the mix of stuff that came out there.
Well, he broke the mold when he made Johnny Esper. He goes, this one, let's get rid of this one. I'll use this one later.
I'm really curious about everybody's takeaways from some of these, especially.
Yeah.
No, that was awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.